Bonjour à tous et à tous. Thank you to the committee for the invitation to the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. And I want to thank all the members of the committee for prioritizing this study on this important topic. I know this issue is playing out at the local level in all of your committees. I also want to acknowledge that we have members of the committee who have been elected locally at the municipal level and who understand the realities of municipalities and municipal law enforcement. And I want to thank Mayor Gillingham for traveling here to Ottawa from Winnipeg to be here today. Mayor Gillingham also serves as the Vice Chair of FCM's Big City Mayor's Caucus. Across Canada, municipalities are seeing the same concerning pattern. Individuals with a history of violent offences are being released on bail and committing new offences shortly after. Police services report rearresting the same individuals again and again. Ce cycle exerce une pression énorme sur les ressources municipales. It diverts local police from other urgent calls, increases pressure on emergency responders, and stretches the capacity of limited community services. And ultimately, it leaves residents feeling less safe in their communities. And I want the committee to know that these concerns are being felt in communities across the country, large and small, from the GTA and Metro Vancouver to smaller communities like North Battleford, Saskatchewan, or Portage la Prairie, Manitoba. This issue is not isolated or regional, it's national in scope. Municipalities respect that bail is a constitutional right and that the justice system must uphold the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and the principle of judicial independence. And we also recognize, as we've heard today already, the historic overrepresentation of specific groups, including Indigenous peoples, in the criminal justice system. However, from the municipal perspective, it's clear that the current bail system and its application is not working as intended and is failing Canadians. FCM is recommending 5 steps to improve community safety outcomes. First, strengthen the criminal code for violent repeat offenders. Amendments to bail and sentencing provisions should make it harder for violent, high-risk repeat offenders to be released. FCM welcomes the federal government's plan to introduce bail reform legislation later this week, and we look forward to reviewing that. La FCM souligne aussi que cette réforme doit tenir compte de la réalité que vivent les municipalités et les services policiers sur le terrain. The proposed changes must be paired with the funding, enforcement tools, and training needed to ensure consistent implementation across jurisdictions. The second step involves increased capacity for the justice system, as we've already heard today. Court backlogs and limited judicial resources increase the risk that bail decisions are made without full consideration of public safety. Expanding judicial and prosecutorial capacity is essential to ensure that bail hearings proceed in a timely way and that decisions are based on evidence and risk rather than on delay or default. Third, Canada needs better national data and information sharing. Public safety depends on the ability to track offenders across jurisdictions. A national program is needed to collect, analyze, and share bail-related data with relevant officials, including compliance rates and reoffending patterns, to ensure that individuals charged in one province are not reoffending in another and treated as first-time offenders. Fourth, we must improve bail enforcement practices. Enforcement of bail conditions varies widely across the country, which can lead to uneven results and weakens public confidence. FCM, following the recommendations of the National Police Federation, is calling for a national study to identify effective enforcement models and tools, and for the federal government to provide the guidance and resources needed to ensure these proven practices are adopted in communities of all sizes in all regions of the country. And lastly, as we've heard already today from one of the witnesses, we need to address the factors that drive repeat offending. We need to address the root causes. Many individuals who repeatedly come into contact with the justice system are often dealing with mental illness, addiction, or unstable housing. Targeted federal investments in mental health and addiction services, supportive housing, and community-based crime prevention initiatives, including Indigenous-led crime prevention initiatives, are needed to break this cycle while relieving pressure on police and emergency responders. So in closing, municipalities want to see bail reform improve safety in real terms. Strengthening the criminal code is critical, but it must be matched with increased resources for the justice system and frontline tools for our police officers to make these changes work in practice. Municipalities are ready to partner in this effort. Merci. Look forward to the discussion.